Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 31st, the last day of January already. You know, when you get mad, how does it make you feel? You don't usually feel good. In fact, it takes away your peace when you are mad at somebody. And it kind of makes you feel like somebody that you're not, right? Well, in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, Paul talks about that because we do have enemies. Especially when you're a Christian, you're going to have enemies. You're going to have people that don't like you. They're going to have people that do things that you don't like them doing, and you're going to want to repay them or yell at them or do something. Well, Paul talks about this. He says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal," which means flesh, "but mighty in God, for pulling down strongholds, casting down arguments, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ." So he's saying that if you're having arguments, or if something's coming against God, especially your thoughts about that person, then you have to take those thoughts into captivity. And so I kind of tried that. And you can't cast out a thought unless you replace it with another thought. And I have trouble sometimes thinking of things when I'm mad or whatever. And so I was looking at Bible verses because I still want peace, even if I'm mad at somebody. And so the couple Bible verses is, "For he commends himself is not approved, but whom the Lord commends." But in Romans 12, chapter 12, it actually tells a little bit more plainer English. "Repay no one evil for evil. If it is possible, as much as depends on you, live peacefully with all men. Do not avenge yourselves, but rather give place to wrath, for it's written, 'Vengeance is mine, I will repay,' says the Lord." So we're not supposed to get vengeance for ourselves, because you're not going to feel any better if you do. If you're a true Christian, it's not going to feel right to hurt somebody or to get them back. And it says here, "If your enemy's hungry, feed him." Yes, we're going to have enemies. "If he's thirsty, give him a drink. For in doing so, you will heap coals of fire on his head." And lastly, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." So if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. If you're really mad, just keep your mouth shut and walk away until you can be calm and say, "Is this of God?" Of course not. Not if there's conflict going on. There's something wrong. So overcome evil with good. Do something good. Even though we will have enemies in the world, we are not to act like them. And we are to remember, take those thoughts captive. Don't let them get out of hand. Don't let them become your actions or your words. Instead, and I keep my Bible verses right on my phone, so I have plenty with me. And instead, look up something and remember what is of God and what is not of God. And don't let somebody who makes you mad take your peace away. Because when you become mad, you become somebody you're not. You become carnal of the flesh. And that's the part that gets us to sin. And so just remember, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Think about that. God bless you. Have a great day.